Trendsetters, how y'all doing? I am your host, Donnathebillionaire, and we are back for another episode of Trendsetterz on the Go podcast. I missed y'all, okay? I'm so excited to come and give y'all just this insight, this gem for the mind, and I've been working on I'm working on upgrading the podcast actually. So just stay tuned. For all of you all who are new here, thank you for joining us. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel and you can add me on Instagram at Donnathebillionaire. You can also inquire about any business at donnathebillionaire@gmail.com. So today I just wanted to come and talk to y'all and just give y'all a little, inspiration. And the title of this episode is called Energy is Everything. Energy is everything. And I've been seeing it everywhere that I go. Literally, energy is everything. And to start this conversation, I wanted to make it known that it takes way more energy to be upset than it does to be calm. Literally. To actually make a frown, it makes your face hurt. To even be upset, the blood that's boiling, the breath that you losing, everything in you, the anxiety, you start to feel aches in your body, whether it be in your neck, whether it be in your back, whatever it is. When you are angry or upset or allowing any type of bad energy to take control of you, you are wasting energy, literally wasting good energy. And so to be in a good mood, to promote good energy, it actually gives you more energy. It gives you power. It gives you inspiration. It makes you have joy. It makes you feel like you can get through the day. You can finish what you started. And actually, bad energy actually does you such a disservice. It does you such a disservice, because just think about it. When you're upset, right? All of a sudden, you don't even want to finish what you're doing. All of a sudden, you messing up things. Maybe you moving too fast. Now you forgetting things. And, just a lot of things happen when you allow bad energy to take over you. And you're literally doing yourself a disservice. Operating in your good energy is even so, don't get it twisted. We will have things that happen in our days that make us feel whew, there was a bad moment, but it doesn't have to be a bad day. You don't have to allow that energy to stay on you. Okay? So when you transform the energy, the good energy makes you feel like you're growing. It makes you feel like you're in control. It makes you feel like things are going to be fine. It's so many things that you have to think about so that you can transform that energy. And lately, what I have been doing is even when I'm feeling like there's a very unfortunate moment, we're not even going to use bad. We're going to let go of everything that's bad. And we're just going to say unfortunate. And we're not going to pronounce it over our entire day. It's just a moment. So whenever we experience a unfortunate moment, for one, I usually it's something that you have to program yourself to do. Look at the situation from third person, right? Just step outside of it. And the way that I do that is to just, when it's happening, sometimes I just breathe. I just breathe in and I breathe out. And I just say, you know what? This is not bigger than me. Like, this is nothing but a distraction. Sometimes you have to talk to yourself. So understand, talking to yourself is not crazy. Okay? Like, talking to yourself is not crazy. Sometimes you have to just tell yourself, this is only a distraction. This is not bigger than me, so that you can reset the energy instead of feed into the distraction. Okay. Another thing that you can do when you experience an unfortunate moment is to just rehearse. Okay. So if you're a trendsetter, I take it you've been working on yourself, because that's all we do. Like, self-work is a never ending thing. It's never you're going to get to a point where you don't have to work on yourself anymore. Like, that is just not even a thing. Like, you always going to have to work on yourself. So anytime we're having an unfortunate moment, rehearse some of the things that you have already worked on within yourself. Like, I know for a fact that I'm a person that is triggered when people like disrespect me, or they talk to me crazy, or they are not patient with me as I'm trying to be with them. So it used to cause me to lash out. But lately, I've been just like, when people get to talking to me crazy, I'm looking at them and I'm trying to figure out their angle, like exactly where they're coming from. So even in a moment where I felt like I might have just called them out, like, oh, okay, you're being childish right now, or whatever, like, because even I'm trying to even work on that. I don't want to belittle people, and I don't want to trigger them more by calling them names or calling them out. Instead, I rather just identify what it is, what angle they're coming from. Okay, they're coming from a place of frustration. They're coming from a place of insecurity. They're coming from a place of whatever the place is. And just be like, okay, what I'm not going to do is match your energy. I'm not going to match your energy. I'm going to raise my energy above that. And not saying raise my energy above you, because I don't want to belittle people. I don't want people to feel like I'm bigger than them, I'm better than them. But I'm going to definitely raise my energy, raise my vibrations higher than what is happening in this atmosphere right now. Because you're upset, maybe I am the one that needs to just be quiet. Maybe I need to be quiet so that you can get out whatever it is that you need to get out. And then when you're done talking, you can actually hear what my response is. And while I'm listening to you, before I respond, I am trying to understand where you're coming from. Trendsetters, y'all know I'm very, very spiritual. I'm heavy on the God. Okay. So God tells us that we are not battling with flesh and blood. We are not battling people, but we are battling principalities, evil in high places. Okay. So as I'm looking at the person who might be lashing out or talking to me crazy or trying to mock me or trying to embarrass me in front of people, I'm trying to process what type of demon or evil spirit that is trying to operate through them and the reason why it is trying to attack me, right? And you got to understand, the reason why an evil spirit will try to attack you when you're trying to better yourself is to bring those things out of you that you have already demolished. Like, you have already killed those demons that was inside of you. And so the demons are trying to use the other person to bring those things back out of you so that you can be your lower self again. So you can be operating out of those lower vibrations again. Hear me. Like, a lot of people say, oh, I'm not spiritual and this and that, but it makes way too much sense. You have to think about it. If I have graduated from lashing out on people, why would somebody who I am trying to be nice to, be kind to, be patient with, lash out on me? Because the enemy wants a response out of me. I mean, you can say that you don't believe in like spiritual and devils and all that stuff all you want, but it makes way too much sense. There are energies, there are spirits that do not want you to reach your highest potential, trendsetter. They just don't. Because when you elevate, You birth new things into this world. You birth children who don't have anxiety. You birth friendships and relationships and marriages that are healthy for generations to come because you overcame certain things that was within you. You took the time to work on self and you overcame things that the adversaries did not want you to overcome. Because you got to think about it. If it is just a world full of violence and chaos and nonsense, that is the plan of the lower vibration. What is the enemy, the devil, the demons? They want control. They want control. They want full control. But God has never lost a battle is what everybody needs to know. People never want to worry about, they never want to give the Bible any credit. But the Bible are stories. The Bible is stories to give you a picture of the power that the Most High has. And so God has never, ever lost a battle. Never, ever. Even when the enemy wants to do something to one of God's children, he has to go and ask. He has to go and ask. And just like God did with Job, he said, you can test him, but you will not kill him. You can't take his life. You feel what I'm saying? So they are already the lower vibration. They got to get permission for anything that they do. Okay? Because first of all, already defeated. For two, if God even gives you permission, it's because he's still working on something within that person and he's allowing them to reflect and see things within themselves that they need to change or upgrade or level up, whatever it is. So with that being said, it's work. Okay. It's really work for you to be patient enough, not only with other people, but be patient enough with yourself to look inside of yourself and say, this is something that I want to be better at. This is something that I need to change. I want to be better at communicating. I don't want to have an argument with my husband every single time we have a disagreement because I want to be better at communication. I want to listen to what problems you have, what you feel that is causing us a disagreement, and then I want to process that information. I want to see if I'm looking at it wrong. I want to see if there's anything that I could change. And I want to see if maybe we can compromise and you can help me help you. Okay? And then I'm going to respond to you. But the patience is, okay, so patience is the time in between what happened and your response. That's what patience is. Patience is the time lapse between what has already happened and the response or what you desire to happen. Patience is the time in between. So for one, you have to have patience with yourself to be like, okay, I know that anxiety has taken control over my life for a long time. I know that anger has taken control over my life for a long time. I know that control tactics, me wanting things to be my way, have taken over my life for a long time. I know that being selfish has taken over my life for a long time, and I don't want to be this person anymore. So then you have to identify moments where the adversaries are trying to bring that out of you, and then you have to be calm in that moment and then process and then react or respond. Don't respond, don't react, don't say nothing until you have that time with yourself and think it over. I don't even care if your husband's like, yo, and I'm just saying husband because I'm a woman, but I'm just saying this because these are things that I have identified that I am growing from, that I had some things I've already graduated from. And it's like, I want to release this so that I can help somebody else. And so even if it's like your person is like, okay, well, I'm talking to you. Why are you not responding to me? Just be like, love, I want to respond to you, but I need to process this information. because I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to offend you. I don't want to speak out of anger. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak out of no insecurity. I don't want to speak out of no anxiety. So just give me just 2 seconds to process this information. And somebody who really loves you, somebody who is working on their self just as well as you working on yourself, is going to understand what you're saying, because it takes that. It takes that patience, that time lapse. It takes that to be able to uphold good relationships, not even marriages, like business partnerships, associations. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this might just be an associate. Y'all ain't got no long-term ties. But for the simple fact, in this world, you never know who you may need. So you have to just operate out of an elevated mindset. Even if you're doing something that I don't like, we out, you loud, you acting a fool, instead of like going off on you, or instead of calling you out your name, or instead of us, getting all out of body in public, I'm going to just be quiet. And I have the choice to be like, you know what, girl? I'm really not feeling the energy. I'm going to go ahead and head out. I'm going to go home and I'll talk to you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow when you talk to her on the phone, be like, yo, I really messed with you for real, but I wasn't really feeling how you was acting yesterday. Like, cause I don't carry myself like that. Like, and so I don't really care to be around people who carry themselves like that. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to be patient enough with yourself to identify what is going on. Okay? Identify the things that are in you that you know can come out at any given moment. And for one, I just feel like you should make it your business to surround yourself and only put yourselves in environments where you can control the atmosphere. So say like clubs. I don't go to clubs because I cannot control the atmosphere. I might go to a rooftop during the daytime, you know what I'm saying, where a classy energy is, because I know these people in here have something to live for. They probably in here with their nice little cocktail dresses on, suits on, you feel me? Like, it's a nice environment. And so they are operating differently. So I might go to something like that. But a club, nah, you probably would not even catch me at nothing like that, because I cannot control the energy. If it's somewhere you're going where it's a lot of people at and you cannot control the energy, you know how to control your space, your personal space. Like, I'm going to sit over here in this corner. I'm going to eat my food. I'm going to chill. I'm going to laugh at the jokes. I'm going to, snap my fingers to a couple of the songs. Then I'm going to pass out a couple business cards. Then I'm going to dip out. Like, you have to literally be so mature mentally that you are controlling the environment in the room. And if you cannot control the environment in the room, you have to be mature enough to communicate on a high level. Express how you feel to people by not offending people. Don't give your opinion when it's not needed nor wanted. Who cares? Like, everything that comes to your mind, you don't have to say. Somebody might be operating in a way that you don't like, or might be whatever. It's like, okay, you don't agree with it, but it's not really necessary for you to even express your opinion. Like, who cares for real? Unless you're in a setting where people value your opinion, so you're going to give your honest opinion. Sometimes I'm in environments where people are truly seeking my opinion, because they know I'm a woman after God's own heart. They know that I am mature. They know that I am always forever working on myself. Again, people, we are not perfect. We are just working on ourselves daily. This is a never-ending journey, working on yourself. And I feel like that's where judgment comes from. Like, when people feel like they're being judged because they feel like, oh, another person is working on this and I'm not there yet, so they gonna judge me. And like, nobody can judge nobody. Once you get that through your head, you're not even gonna worry about who judging you, because can't nobody judge nobody. We all have things to work on. Everyone. Okay? So, again, be patient with yourself. Be patient with other people. Make sure that you are communicating on a high level, that you are placing yourself in environments that are conducive to your growth. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this in the last episode. You want to be around people who working on themselves too. You want to be around people who have things to lose. You want to be around people, if you are a spiritual person, if you're a person who loves God, you want to be around other people who love God, because there's a greater chance that they're going to see things the way you see things. And that is why you do stuff like that, because it's a greater chance that, okay, if I surround myself with people who love God, no, they might not be perfect. Yeah, they probably got some skeletons in their closet, but they overall know that God is love. They know that they have to love people. They know that they have to be patient with people. They know that they can't just be out here just cussing people out and doing this and that. Like, it's a way that they have to operate. And even if they fall short, they are constantly working on themselves. So, again, y'all, energy is everything. Like, energy is literally everything. And you have to really put forth the effort to look at things from an outer body experience. Like, you got to be able to step back from a situation, even though you're in it, even though it's the present situation. You got to be able to just step back and breathe and then move accordingly. Do not let bad energy, unfortunate moments, do not let unfortunate moments control your entire being, your entire day, your entire thought process. Because I'm telling you, it's like crashing into a brick wall. You have to think higher than what's going on right now in the present. So, I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Like, share with a friend, you know. I am your host, again, Donnathebillionaire, and I'm just thankful to have this podcast. I'm thankful for everybody who tunes in. I hope that these episodes are helping you, okay? Because we trendsetters on the go. We trendsetters, and we on the go, okay? We ain't at no type of standstill. We keeping it pushing. We having heavy motion, okay? So, again, I hope to see you all in the next episode. I'm doing some really good innovations for the podcast. And right now I'm just keeping it audio because I want this to be like, again, this is for your meditation. This is for your inspiration. This is for when you're riding in your car and you're just having peace to yourself. You don't want to hear all that music. Like, you on your way to the gym, you just got your headphones on, you at work, you know, like, just whatever calm moments you have with yourself to do that self-development, that self-improvement. That's what this this is what this podcast is for. And so, again, any business inquiries, DonnaTheBillionaire@gmail.com. As you all know, I am a business coach. I am a wholesale lash vendor. I am a YouTuber. Support me however you can. If I can help you in any way, please reach out to me. And I will see you all in the next episode. Peace.